Good morning, Vietnam. How are you?
Good. What's up?
You're in the patty room.
I'm in the patty room.
You just told me you've created a new patty exclusive room of your house, which
Not quite exclusive because there's a slight panel of Leslie Kritzer, and Leslie Kritzer as Patty, and there's a slight panel of I have Patty's framed. Her only single LP was her single of "I Dreamed a Dream" during Les Mis in London. I just got it. And then below that, I have framed Betty Buckley's first album, her live album from 1987. And then below that, Bernadette's two LPs. So there's a little bit of an acknowledgement that there's other people in the universe. But the rest of the room is the Lupone Lounge.
Lupone Lounge. You need like a neon sign.
Feel free to get me that for Christmas.
I'll design it if you can find a good neon guy.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
What's that? She's like, you need to talk to my neon guy. What is that from?
I don't know, but that needs to be my world.
Okay, well, we are in our world. We shout out in the comments, Taryn, all our friends.
Yeah.
Mucho Music, while we get Bernie to bring us in.
Autumn, winter, next year.
Time heals everything. It's a song. Time heals everything.
I love it.
Me too.
Hello, George.
George.
I can only imagine you're asking about Patty Duke.
It's Patty with an I, not Patty with a Y, because Patty with a Y couldn't belt as high.
Oh, did you just make that up?
Oh, God.
That was so good. We are improv today.
Yeah.
Well, how are things going? You haven't voted yet, have you?
No, I'm going to vote Thursday, I think. I wanted to vote yesterday, but they closed at 3 randomly yesterday. And then today I've got some stuff to deal with the apartment this afternoon and tomorrow, but Thursday I'm going to go. By the way, the apartment almost finished.
I can't wait to come over for the grand ribbon cutting.
Yes, we're going to cut it. We're going to cut the cheese.
Cut a rug. I'm thinking about going today. The lines have been very long, so I was waiting for a weekday to go.
We probably don't go to the same one, huh?
No.
I'm on Clymer Street.
Oh, okay. I'm not.
Social climber.
Social climb is on the rise.
What's that?
Maggie Smith, First Wives Club.
Fab.
Remember, she's in the car, like watching Shelly go up in the elevator. Anyway. Speaking of voting and Sarah Jessica, did you see the thing that Bet posted of her and Sarah Jessica and Kathy on a Zoom, and it was all about voting?
No, that's cute.
It was cute. I mean, I didn't pull it for today because it's not really cute enough to show again.
Yeah.
But it's cute because they do like a little spell to like make the voters go vote, blah, blah, blah. But I have to say, like, MVP of that chat is Kathy Najimy. I mean, no one does off-the-cuff funny better than Kathy.
Yes, true.
Also looks amazing. Like, Bet and Sarah look like they just crawled out of bed and, like, washed their face. And Kathy's, like, full hair and makeup.
I mean, in fairness, they probably did. This is, like, Kathy's big... Like,
this is her thing, yeah.
You know?
She's putting this on her resume.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're so happy to be here. So far, George is the only one to comment. I feel like this is, instead of a live audience, I really just need people to tell me who's out there so I have some sort of feeling who we're talking to.
I just assume everyone's there.
Yeah, I feel very Patty in her concert in the audience.
The sound of no applause.
There it is. The sound of no clapping.
No clapping.
I'm really into the questions.
I have to say, Daniel's referring to, of course, Patti LuPone's live stream concert that she did, Patti LuPone Live from the West Side, which aired this past Saturday night. And it was to benefit 30 nonprofit arts organizations around the country, including our friend Dallas Summer Musicals. And there are 2 more shows coming up. There's Laura Benanti on November 14th and Vanessa Williams December something. And everybody should watch them because they'll be great, just like Patti was great. And everybody should listen to our new podcast episode, Ben Rimalower's Broken Records, where we quarantine streamed the concert and we gave you all the dish.
Yes, all the dish, all the tea.
Zach Couch. Hi, Zach.
Garrett, Troy, Gervais.
I wonder if he's related to Troy Britton Johnson.
It's different. Zach Couch. Hello, Zach Couch. Yes, all of you lovely people out there in the dark. That's from something too, isn't it?
Yes, Sunset Boulevard with One Look.
Yes.
It's from the movie Sunset Boulevard, but it's also a lyric in With One Look.
Yes, I feel so Martha in Virginia Woolf today. I'm like, what's that from? Some
goddamn Betty Davis epic.
Warner Brothers epic.
Warner Brothers epic, yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of Patricia Liu, should we go straight into your appreciation station?
Yes, my appreciation station is Patricia Liu from the aforementioned concert, and it's an appreciation station with just a soupçon of who do you think you are, because of the lyric that I take issue with, which Daniel and I have already discussed on the pod. So you'll have to listen there if you want to hear my complaint.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Here we go.
I'm just a girl who can't say no. I'm in a terrible fix. I always say, come on, let's go. Just when I ought to say nix. When a person tries to kiss a girl, I know she ought to give his face a smack. But as soon as someone kisses me, I somehow sort of want to kiss him back. I'm just a fool when lights are low. I can't be prissy and quaint. I ain't the type that can faint. How can I be what I ain't? I can't say no. What are you gonna do when a fella gets flirty and starts to talk purty? What are you gonna do? Supposing that he says that your lips are like cherries, roses and berries. What are you gonna do? Supposing that he says that you're sweeter than cream and he's got to have cream or he'll die. What are you gonna do when he talks that way? Spit in his eye. I'm just a girl who can't say no, can't seem to say it at all. I hate to disappoint a beau when he is paying a call. For a while I'll act refined and cool, sitting on my velveteen settee. Then I think of that old golden rule, and do for him what he would do for me. I can't resist a Romeo in a sombrero and chaps. Soon as I sit on their laps, something inside of me stops. I can't say no.
So good.
So good.
Better the second time.
True that. True that.
Hello, Scott Yannick.
Scott, oh dear, oh dear.
I like how she plays it a little drunk.
Well, that may or may not be playing.
Starts to talk dirty, or not dirty, starts to talk purty. What are you gonna do?
Oh no, she's infected you. Now you think that's the lyric.
Yes, Patti can sing the book. Again, Patti with an I.
Sing it.
Me?
Yeah.
Sing what?
Patti with an I.
Oh, Patti with an I, not Patti with a Y, because Patti with an I can belt so high. Is that the lyrics that you just made up?
But yours is better than the one I did.
Hello, Shirley Mendoza. Ooh, I love that name.
Yeah, so long.
That was awesome. Yes, check out our pod. We go in depth. on the concert, and I have to say, I mean, we go into this too, but when she walked out in that Riddler shirt, I would button up. I was like, I did not quite know what we were in for, but she totally delivered. It was fan-fucking-tastic. Another thing that is fantastic is our next segment.
Yes.
We think you are, which we both have one, and mine takes a little bit of context, so I'll do that in 1 second.
Who do you think you are?
Okay, so as you know, we were at the beach last week. It was a nice send-off to the summer, our final fall week.
Don't you feel like it's like the first Monday after Labor Day right now?
No, my whole life is just about a month off. Like
yeah, 5 weeks. I realized I'm 5 weeks behind.
Yeah, so it definitely feels like end of summer right after Labor Day. But so when I came back, I just spent the whole weekend just watching mostly movies I've seen before, but I was just in the mood for like, kind of Halloween thrillers. So I rewatched all the Halloween movies with Jamie Lee Curtis, which I love. Yeah. So
I feel like I don't know you at all.
Yeah. I mean, I'm very multifaceted. But then I also Netflix recommended for me.
And you listened.
And I listened. Well, I didn't even realize these were on there, but the Indiana Jones films, which I haven't watched in, maybe a decade. But of course, I loved them when I was a girl. So I watched the second one first, which I hadn't seen in so long, The Temple of Doom, with Kate Capshaw and, of course, Harrison Ford. And it's so good. It's such a wonderful, like, action film. A little cheesy and voodoo-y, but like, anyway, there's this scene where they go down into the pit and there's like all these human sacrifices being made, and it's very like dark and evil. But I was looking up trivia and reading stuff about the making of the film, and apparently they did this prank during production where Steven Spielberg had Barbra Streisand come on set dressed as a dominatrix. And the set, she like fake whipped Harrison Ford without him knowing who it was. And she was saying like, she would make up different, banter or whatever. Like, this one's for this flop you did, and this one's for how much money you made in Return of the Jedi. And then Carrie Fisher, who was just like randomly on set as well, like hops into the frame and like guards Harrison and kisses him. And she's like, no, I'll save you. So it's just this whole, Hollywood back then was crazy. I mean, the fact that like Barbra Streisand just ran around with all those people kind of blows my mind. Anyway, so I have the clip here. It's very, very, very grainy and very low quality, but you can kind of see like the outline. Like Barbara's wearing like this police cap and like leather, and she like fake, whips Harrison for a bit. He finds out who it is. Carrie Fisher comes in the frame, and then some guy, maybe it's Steven Spielberg. I couldn't really tell who it is. They come on into the frame, and then at the very end, you can hear Barbara saying, all in leather, she says, "Oh, I feel like a faggot." I mean, it's like, who do you think you are, Barbara? I mean, I know this was like, what was it, like late 70s when they filmed this, early 80s?
80s.
But like, Barbara, like, she says the F word, which I'm like, whatever, if anyone can say it, Barbara can say it. And little did she know that like Jason would grow up to be like the leather queen he is today. But
she knew.
Just kidding.
He's older than me. If you said it was Temple of Doom, right?
Temple of Doom, it's like 80.
Yeah, that's like 83 or something.
Yeah.
So Jason was like, I don't know, 14 or 15. She knew.
Yeah, she knew. So anyway, she says the F word, which, whatever. Like, I will choose to forgive and forget, but I will play it for you.
It's not her worst crime.
Right. It's not the worst choice she's made. Yeah, so at the end, Barbara, she drops the F-bomb and not the good one.
I feel sold out.
What do you mean?
Like, here she was, she was trying to fit in with Spielberg. We know she like came up through like the like Bonsoir and like the like gay clubs in the Westwood, but she's getting his help like filming Yentl. She wants to be like a big like a boy in the club, and she's trying to play with the boys. And so she's coming on, even though Barbara hates people and hates socializing and doesn't want to, she doesn't want to be in any club. She wants to be in a Laura Ashley catalog, but she wants to like get an Oscar for directing. So she's like, trying to pretend that she's actually in the Hollywood crew, and she's there faking it and trying to fit in with like the straight men of the world, with Indiana Jones and like, oh, look at me. I feel like a faggot on Christopher Street, secretly she's like, take it down half a tone. I'm a little under tonight. Then we'll go to the duplex,
Yeah, I mean, I just could not believe, like, first of all, that this even happened and that she was hanging out with Harrison Ford and Carrie Fisher. I mean, like, again, like, I think of Barbara as just so, like, in a different world than that.
We have some very good comments here.
Yes.
Poor Jason, yes.
Poor Jason. 86.
Yeah, so Jason was, like, 16. She knew.
Yeah, I mean,
doll.
I do have to say, Ken Culata, like I said, I watched them many times, but I hadn't seen them in so long, and I was like, these movies are, I can imagine how thrilling it was to see them in the theaters, because it was before CGI, like, there's just so many crazy, like, weird, like, special effects. It's so action-packed.
I have no happy memories of those movies other than having the toys. But I will say that when I hear dun 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 dun, I get like goosebumps, and I don't know why.
Yeah. It's a good theme. Okay, so you have a Who Do You Think You Are as well, which is a little less straight man.
Indeed.
Why don't you just to cleanse the palate, why don't you tell us about it?
Well, like my appreciate was an appreciate with just a trace of Who Do You Think You Are. This is a Who Do You Think You Are with a healthy dose of appreciation. I mean, certainly the artist at work here is not just in on the joke, is making a joke. But it's so absurd. It actually. Well, let's just watch it, and we'll comment after.
Who is the artist?
Oh, sorry, it's Karen Morrow. Some TV variety show from like 1963. I don't even remember. I should have been more research based what show it is. But she's just singing what I guess was then the #1 song, "My Boyfriend's Back." But she's doing. It's almost like something like Aaron Markey or Molly Pope would have done, like at our hit parade at Joe's Pub. It's definitely like a comment on the song in a really funny way the song didn't intend. And I mean, it's very like cabaret performance art, like comedy, alt comedy, I haven't
watched it yet, but when I was uploading it, I was like, I couldn't tell if it was a real old clip or if it was like, Aaron Markey.
Molly. Yeah, no, it's real. But it's cool to see Karen Morrow so young. And, it's like there's the joke that she's making, which is very funny. And then there's just the fact that like Karen Morrow kind of doing anything is hilarious. And like the way she uses her voice here is especially hilarious. I mean, the point isn't her voice, so you don't get to enjoy it that much. But there's just pay attention. Anytime she goes into the belt, it's so like way more than is needed.
I love her voice.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Bothered me every night. When I wouldn't go out with you, you said things that weren't very nice. My boyfriend is back and you're gonna be in trouble. Hang on, my boyfriend's back. His coming better. Cut out on the double. He knows that you've been lying. He knows that you've been lying. You're gonna be sorry you were ever born. That's kind of big and awful store. Hey, he knows the recipe. You're gonna get me. They can think he believe all the lies. You're a big man now, but he'll cut you down to size. Wait and see. My boyfriend's back, he's gonna save my reputation. If I were you, I'd take a permanent vacation.
God. It's so crazy when I see people wearing an outfit like that. I'm so used to Elaine Stritch that it feels almost obscene seeing them with like a skirt on. Like it just feels like so out of place. I'm like, what's that? What's that on your bottom half?
I feel that way every time I put on a suit before I put on the pants.
Wait. Oh yes, the hair. Yes. It's very that.
Mm-hmm.
Although
it's a little bit grease too. Like I feel like she should be singing like "Look at Me, I'm Sandra Dee."
Yeah, totally. I mean, Karen Morrow has such a young face. I mean, I don't know what I mean by that, but her face looks like someone from today wearing a wig. You know, she doesn't have that, like old timey face that you see.
She looks to me like Rachel Bay Jones.
Yeah.
Or also, what's that actress that was in like the Brady Bunch movies that played Jan? And she's in a lot of other stuff more recently.
Oh yeah.
And also maybe a little Selma Blair.
Selma Blair. Oh God, what's that? I'll look it up. What's that?
Computer says now.
Oh, Jennifer Elise Cox.
I was just gonna say.
Yeah, so funny. Karen Morrow. What else did she do? I know she did The Grass Harp. That's really all the intel I have. What else?
I mean, that was kind of the end of her Broadway career at that time. Although she did come back later and replace Cleo Lane in Mystery of Edwin Drood in '86 or whatever. But her big thing was this show I Had a Ball. That she but she had done like a lot of like all the merman parts and everything in like stock, and people were saying she was the next Susan Johnson or whatever. I think
I definitely get Susan Johnson vibes.
I Had a Ball was a big thing, and there was like a revival off Broadway of The Boys from Syracuse. No, Eve Plum is the original.
She's from the TV program.
Yeah.
Ooh, Skinner vibes. I mean, I see that visually for sure.
Yeah, and also like the sort of like character woman.
Yeah, the music person. Okay, let me see. What do we have now? Oh, well, speaking of music people, character women, should we go into Name That Belt?
No, are we not?
Totally. I have a few Name That Belts for you. We haven't done this in a while.
Sweet, tight.
You really sing out. You really belt a song. There are very few of us left.
You really sing out. You really belt a song. There are very few of us left.
Yes. I love your Judy Allen Rickman Garland.
I feel like she's a little Patty there because it's like a compliment, but it's like a little bit like
like she's so musical theater.
Yes.
Okay, well, my Name That Belt. Okay, I have a smattering. We'll start really easy.
Ooh, a poo-poo platter.
Exactly.
Well, I would recognize someone singing in my key, the key of B. Arthur.
Yes.
No, she's too high for me.
My way. God, speaking of just someone with that voice. Okay, B. Arthur got that one. Check. Also, if any listeners
getting one.
What?
It's my first time getting one.
I know. Well, I said start easy. I think we get these too. I mean, I may have to play a little bit more of them, but these are a little harder, but still people you know and love.
Thank you.
Listeners, if you know them, sound off in the comments.
Yes.
A
little more.
Okay, hold on.
That's not good.
Oh God. I'm just gonna give it away if I play much more.
Go back and repeat that same thing, but all of it together.
Today.
Oh, it's Marilyn May.
Marilyn May, the marvelous M. Singing my favorite song that she does, Guess Who I Saw Today. At the end, she does the point. Those jeweled rings.
Oh, mucho music. And Zach House got it too.
You guys got it. I mean, you guys really did get it. There's a bit of a delay in the comments, so they definitely got it on time.
Okay. What's the song when Marilyn, with her like enormous ring, is like, you and you and you and you. You.
Is it? It's today, maybe something in It's Today.
I don't think so. I feel like just
Oh, The Secret of Life.
I feel like just thinking of Marilyn automatically gives me better vocal placement.
I mean, Marilyn really is such a good. Here, I'll play a little bit more of this for the listeners to hear.
Just for pleasure.
I saw you.
Oh, maybe it's not.
I mean, truly, even as a man, a male singer. Wait, why can't I hear myself in your speaker? Oh, now I can. I could hear myself through your side for a second. Even as a man, like I feel like sympathetic like vibrations whenever Marilyn sings, because it like gives. I feel like Marilyn places it where a man places it. You know, if you catch my drift. She doesn't really have a mix. She doesn't have. I think she does go in head voice some, but it's mostly just like a chesty belt. So like Marilyn singing, like I'm like that's how I need to sing. Like that's how I need to place it healthily because she is doing it that way.
I feel you.
Anyway, okay, the last one for you. Name that belt.
It's a thin voice. I need to hear it again. Is it Liza?
No.
It's definitely someone slightly outside their comfort zone.
Yes. Here, I'll play it one more time.
I was just going to say Bernadette, but Joey Montez beat me.
Good job, Joey Montez. Yeah.
See, I should have trusted my instinct. My first comment was a Bernadette comment.
I know. It was very Bernadette. Very thin voice. Good job, Zach Couch. Zach Couch is on a roll. Okay, do you have one for me?
I do.
I did.
It's a little bit of a trick question. Okay, you ready?
Ready. Barbara?
No.
Keep going.
Good guess, though.
I know the voice. Do it again. Do it again. Do it again.
Okay.
I'm racing with the listeners now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, is it Linda Eder?
No. Good guesses.
It's good. It's a good voice. Oh, good. See, Joey was right with me.
It's a good voice.
It's a good voice. It's not Liza.
Nope. Colder.
Very cold girl.
Oh, Scott got it.
Oh, is it really Rozzy?
Yeah.
Never would have guessed it.
One
Good
wouldn't.
job, Scott. Great, Scott.
Well done.
I guess for Diana Ross. I knew that was not Diana.
It was more Diana than Liza.
It was, but you said it was a trick, so I was like, I thought you might be trying to trick me with like Liza's like best singing ever.
How very dare you, sir?
Oh my god, I love it. Love it. We need to check in on Liza. I feel like that should be the new a new segment, like how's Liza doing? Liza watch.
Yeah.
Something like this. Oh, good job, Joey.
Good job, Joey. Good thing we do give credit for thoughts.
Yes, both kinds. Joey. The trick sold it. Well, that's not very nice to say about Rozzy. Okay. Wait, what is our next? Oh, okay. So I have a little movies. Please humor me on this.
Can I say something?
Please.
I wish that intro worked just a little longer.
So you can go to the bathroom, refill your drink.
No, so I can just sit here and go like. Bum, 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 bum,
Yeah, I'll play it again for you. Play it again, Dan. It does feel short.
I mean, for Jerry Herman.
Honestly, the reason I made it so short was because I felt like if I added any more of the song, it would kick us off because it was copyrighted or something.
Now, a warning.
I mean, both times we've got kicked off, I'm sure it was something Barbara related. So
yeah, it weren't Jerry Herman.
If anything, yeah, Carol and Jerry are both, watching over us, protecting us from the sky.
Karen Morrow's a big fan.
Karen Morrow, even.
You just can't get up for noon on the West Coast.
Mm-hmm. Is that where she lives? She's still alive and kicking.
You know what? This is so crazy. I think she's friends with my bio dad.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a reason to reconnect with your bio dad.
Nope. Not even if he was friends with Judy herself.
Not even then. Okay, so the movie I want to talk about today is this film I watched last night on Peacock, which is some NBC, their streaming platform. It's free. It's this movie that I used to watch it all the time as a kid with my parents. It's with Don Knotts. It's called The Ghost and Mr. Chicken.
Wow. Thank you. I love when you throw it up.
Throw up a poster. It's in Technicolor. Have you seen it?
Not only have I not seen it, I, to this moment, don't believe it exists.
Well, I really don't hear much about it ever in
how convenient for you.
But
I just want the listeners to realize Daniel's a very gifted artist. He could easily whip up a poster for a fake movie.
Fake news. I mean, I had watched this many times as a kid with my parents, but not in literally decades.
Whoa. wait, now you're not only claiming this movie happened, but you're claiming you watched it many times with your parents?
Yes, as a youngin', but it's been years. I kind of forgot about it until it popped up on Peacock TV. And I was like, you know, I've been watching a lot of like scary movies, and so it's like kind of like a funny comedic ghost story. So
I watched scary to me.
I watched it last night, and I have to say, it was so delightful, and it was even better than I remembered it. Like, I just had such a great time. Like, first of all, Don Knotts is like he really paved the way for like comedic character actors like Sean Hayes.
For sure, yeah.
I mean, it's so physical. Yeah. It's so funny. But the movie itself, it's like an hour and a half long about this small town called Rachel, Kansas, fictional town, and like this haunted house. And like Don Knotts is this nebbish newspaper reporter who's trying to get his big break with the big story. So he can spin the haunted house. It's so great. And it has like just a who's who of character actors from the 60s. Yes.
Oh, watch that back up.
So I mean, there, like I said, who's who of character actors. I mean, I forget his name, but so many people who are on I Love Lucy episodes and Here's Lucy and all that. Vivian Vance's husband is in it. He played
her husband.
What's his name? I just looked it up. Philip Ober. He was also in several episodes of Lucy. But there's like these women who I live for, who I recognize from 1,000 different things. But like they're these kind of old maids that are staying with Don Knotts in the boarding house, and they're constantly trying to like one up each other and challenge each other's thoughts and opinions. Mm-hmm. And there is there's this group of women in the town called the Psychic Occult Society.
Oh my!
And they're obsessed with the idea of spirits. And the one in the blue on the left, she was in a bunch of movies. She's in Mary Poppins and what was the other one she was? I don't remember, but she's a character actress, very famous. And she's kind of like the ringleader, like the Eulalie McKechnie Shin of the group. And it's just so funny. I just laughed out loud a million different times. So if you're looking for like a quick, funny, easy flim from the 1960s, Ghost and Mr. Chicken is so delightful and really, really funny.
Now, when you say it's available on Peacock?
Peacock.
How is that a bird?
Well, it's like the NBC logo, you know, it's like the rainbow peacock.
Oh, is it a streaming service?
It's streaming, and it's one of those kind of like Hulu. It's like free with ads, or you can get like the deluxe version without ads, and there's additional content you can unlock with the membership. Not a sponsor, but we would love you to be, Peacock. But yeah, it's really, really great. And there's a ton of really old movies on there too, which I like. There's Hitchcock, stuff like that. Anyway, so movies were movies. Now I'm just going to play it all the time.
What is your favorite version of Movies Were Movies?
You mean the song?
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm being honest, I don't really love any of them. I mean, I guess the original, like Robert Preston, speaking of Music Man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty great, but I just really don't love that song as an opening number. I mean, we have time, we could go into it, but I feel like Mac and Mabel is kind of uneven in terms of like the layout of the numbers and the order of events.
Oh, yes. I think we've already gone into this.
Yes, Scott Yannick used to run on TV.
Well, you're really getting a lot of support. You clearly bribed people to come on in the comments and make it sound like your fake movie was real.
Give me support, please. Okay, well, I guess unless you have something else, we can start our fan favorite final segment.
Oh, can we?
All right. As you know, we have Dolly Concert Kill. You, the listeners, submit to us 3 contestants, performers, male or female, and we will assign one to see as Dolly Levi and Hello Dolly, one to see in concert, and one to kill. So while you guys are getting ready for that, I will give you one, Ben. Okay. Rosalind Kind, Lorna Luft, and Liz Calloway.
You know I love Liz. Okay, this is actually a really good one. I guess I would want to see Lorna as Dolly, Liz in concert, and I'm very sorry that I would kill Miss Kind.
Have to be very unkind.
You're so quick.
Okay, why don't you give me one?
I would love to give you one. And mine for you is one the kids will like. It's Shoshana Bean.
Oh.
And Eden Espinosa. And Leah Michelle.
Ugh. Well,
I guess that solves that.
I will kill that Leah Michelle. First of all, I mean, I guess Eden as Dolly, Shoshana in concert. Leah, sorry, I don't feel guilty. All right, people.
Give me a British one.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I'll do Jennifer Saunders, Joanna Lumley, and Dawn French.
Oh, okay. This is good. Oh God, I know what you want me to say.
Or wait. No, who's that Miranda lady you like?
Miranda Hart.
Okay, actually, let's do Jennifer Saunders, Miranda Hart, and Joanna Lumley.
Well, Miranda Hart's a very bad singer. That's part of her shtick. And I'm not really into that in Dolly. So in this instance, much as it pains me, I guess, I mean, I'm going to go Daniel Nolen style and say Joanna as Dolly to see her in the costumes coming down the stairs. And Jennifer Saunders can do like, Elaine Stritch at Liberty kind of a thing. And Miranda, I'm so sad because I love her so much. Although after swallowing whole the first 2 seasons of Miranda, season 3 I didn't love as much. And the 2 episodes, season 4 was piss poor.
Really?
And I did a classic Ben Rimalower.
Stop watching.
Where I watched a series. Say that again.
Stop watching halfway through.
The final episode. I did not finish the final episode because I'm just like, no, I'm taking my life back because it is my
life. Good job. Okay, now we have some submissions. Wonderful work, you guys.
Yes.
Zach, I love this one because I also, in my deep dive down memory lane, I also rewatched the original Witches with Angelica Houston, which is really, really, really fabulous. And Anne Hathaway, who's the new witch. Angelica, Anne, and Cher. I mean, I guess I would have. Oh God, it's so hard. I mean, I guess I would have Angelica as Dolly Levi, Cher in concert, and Anne Hathaway gladly. Goodbye. Do you want to do that? How about you? We have plenty of time. You do that one too. We'll each do each of them.
Okay. I would have to say the same thing though, that I would take Angelica as Dolly, even though I just can only picture Dina Martina, and because they look alike.
Really?
Now they do. Oh my God! Picture Angelica on Smash. It's literally Dina Martina. It's just with extensions. That's all. Rina Martina has that little, Patty Duke, flip, and Angelica's hair is long. And I never seen Cher in concert, so I have to. I mean, I would love to see Cher as Dolly. I would truly, truly love it, but I need to see Cher in concert, and I'd rather not see Angelica in concert. So that works for me. Yeah. Actually, maybe I take it back. Maybe Angelica would be drab as Dolly, but I would love to see her do an evening of like stories and songs. She could sing like, because wasn't her, she sang on Smash, didn't she sing like September Song or something?
Ooh, I don't remember.
I could see her being like, oh, it's a long, long way from May to December.
I've been accustomed to his face.
Yeah, we've already got 2 of the numbers. You and I could write this show in 20 minutes.
If you're listening, we'd love to direct your cabaret show.
Yes, and then Cher can do Dolly as she was born to do. Bob Mackie, all new costume.
Oh, God. Can you imagine Bob Mackie does Dolly? I mean, I feel like, didn't we meet Bob Mackie once?
I think we did.
Maybe we didn't meet him, but he was staying at the same hotel as us.
I bounced a check to him. Does that count?
Yes. Yes. Wait, I had something else to say about Angelica. Oh, I would love an evening of her because, she, back in like the late 60s in Hollywood, she was like basically rubbing elbows with all those Mansons. There's like stories of her like being in the house whenever like, not when like the murders happened, but she was dating Jack Nicholson at the time. And so there was some story where like some of the Manson family came over and were looking for Charlie maybe. And she was like, no, he's not here. But whatever it is, she was in that Manson story somehow. She fit into it.
We have some comments we have to respond to before we move on.
Cher does this anyway.
Yeah,
good job. I like that. 75-minute Dolly Vegas set. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Like Cher does Dolly in Vegas.
I mean, I kind of feel like Cher is like, I'll do Broadway Dolly, but Vegas is where I do Cher.
Yeah. Separation of church and state.
Exactly.
Babe was going to direct Cher as Mame, but
I think he means Barbara. I mean, it's one thing to spell Patty with a Y, but that's just a wrong spelling of Barbara.
She is right, Babs.
Barbara's not Babe unless you're James Brolin, and I don't think he's allowed to call her that either.
I think
maybe John Peters when she was wearing the leather gear, but no one else.
Yeah. John Peters definitely called her Babe, and she probably called him Babe. I feel like if James Brolin was to call her Babe, she'd be like, no.
I think it's Miss Streisand.
Yeah. He calls her Barbara, and she's like, no, it's Barbara with only 2 A's. Okay. Mucho Music has one of his famous first name themes for us.
And it's better than a first name theme because it's a rewrite of the lyric from Baby. I want to be Donna McKechnie, Donna Summer, Donna Reed. And because he knows that I don't give a what about Donna Reed, he's given me a Donna that I do care about. A Donna who's a TV star in my era, Donna Lynn Champlin.
Who I don't know.
Donna Lynn Champlin was Pirelli in the Patti Sweeney Todd revival on Broadway, and she was in the Carol Burnett play, Hollywood Arms. My friend Lindsay was her understudy that Michelle Pock won a Tony for, Hollywood Arms, and directed by Hal Prince.
Love Michelle Pock.
We love Michelle Pock. And then Donna Lynn Champlin is one of the stars of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. She's fabulous on that. And I watched a really good episode of Stars in the House on a Monday night when it's hosted by guest and friend of the pod, Andrea Burns, where Andrea interviewed Donna Lynn Champlin, which was great. And Donna was good as Pirelli, although I prefer an operatic tenor.
I don't know. I mean, whatever. I guess it was fine, but I really, my favorite Pirelli I've ever seen was, I can't think of his name, Matt Almond.
Christian Borle. No, I'm just kidding.
Matt Almond's boyfriend.
John Coons?
Yeah, I think that's right. He sang the whole Pirelli number at Club Coming one time, and it was thrilling.
When I played Frederick in A Little Night Music, he was Henrik. And when I say played, I mean at the very beginning of quarantine, we had a Zoom where we played those parts. Rachel Schukert was Charlotte. And I think maybe John Adam Feldman was Carl Magnus. Anyway.
Oh, that's good casting.
That's why I already knew my part when we tried to do it in Fire Island.
Oh, yeah. That was an attempt that failed.
Yes, as was our Zoom.
But back to Donna.
Yes. Okay. So for this question, my choices would be it's hard because I have to see Donna Summer in concert because I never did. And I love her voice so much.
Me too as well.
And then I really have been getting more and more into Donna Lynn Champlin. Nonetheless, of these people, then my remaining Dolly would have to be Donna McKechnie.
Me too. I couldn't agree more. Joey has a great one. Reba McEntire, Kim Crosby, Victoria Clark. Well, obviously, Boots. I want Reba as Dolly. Did you just send an email? What was that?
Did I send an email?
It sounds like that little sound
so
effect.
I opened my soda stream on the live stream because, hey, if you're listening, Gerolsteiner, time to get in with the support. We're in a recession. I need some free bottles. So I'm back to using the homemade. And when I put the cap down on my desk, it did like a
oh yeah, it's like Foley.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be a good name if you ever do a solo live stream. Would be the Soda Stream. The Soda Stream with Ben Rimalower.
If I ever do a solo live stream, are you leaving me?
No, I will never leave you.
Don't leave me.
I will never go away.
Georgia, don't leave me.
Poor Joey. We were just like completely eating into his Dolly concert kill submission. Okay. Reba, of course, boots the house down, Mama Dolly. Kim Crosby or Victoria Clark in concert. I mean, Kim Crosby, really all I know her from is Into the Woods. And I do love her.
And the second national tour of Guys and Dolls as Sarah Brown.
Oh, interesting. However, Victoria, I know more, and where I haven't seen her in a lot, but I do love Light in the Piazza so much. So I would love Victoria Clark in concert with, Kelly O'Hara and Matthew Morrison as guest stars, and they could all sing through Light in the Piazza, etc. I also just I think Victoria is she's used to be a teacher. I think she has a lot of interest.
Still is a teacher.
She has a lot of interesting takes on just acting. And I mean, I would love to see her do a master class or something as well. And Kim Crosby, I'm so sorry. I will leave you on the steps of the palace.
For me personally, it would be Reba as Dolly and Kim in concert and Vicky unused.
Unused. Okay, wait. Austin is probably the other way. Invite Randy Rainbow to join you someday.
Yes, please join us, Randy, and bring all your followers.
I'm sure he's just dying to be on our pod.
We should go on his show. Randy, that video with Patty got over 1 million views.
Yes. It's, getting, what's the expression? Selling like hotcakes. If only Patty made some money off of that. I wonder if she does.
Maybe she is.
Maybe there's some, I know YouTube is good money. Kim Crosby Into the Woods, one and done. Love it.
She did that Guys and Dolls tour. She's married to Robert Westenberg, who played the Prince and the Wolf.
Oh, I did not know that.
And I think they live in Colorado. And I feel like there's some theater there where they do I don't know, Brigadoon or whatever.
I love that. There's nothing I love more than a second act.
Romance.
Well, a showmance, but then also whenever actors, like Broadway actors, then go on to like start their own theater companies or like, you know, start up a school for the arts or something like that. I think that's very, I don't know, noble and just very fun.
Big dogs gotta eat.
Yeah. But were they together during Into the Woods, or is that how they got together?
I don't know.
You know, James Lapine, if you're watching, or listeners who happen to know, please just sound off in the comments. We have time for a few more, but speaking of Into the Woods, I'll give you an Into the Woods one. I'll give you Joanna Gleese, Danielle Furland, and fuck, what's her name? Barbara, what's her face? Who's Jack's mother?
Bryn.
Yeah.
Good times. I love them all so much. I mean, I kind of want to say Joanna in concert, Stories and Songs.
Yes.
And Danielle is Dolly because she'd probably be good, and kill Barbara because like she's probably dead already anyway, or if she's not, like, you know, she had a good run.
Yeah.
However, I kind of also feel like maybe Barbara as Dolly would just be great. You know, yeah. I mean, she's a little bit like shrewish.
Yeah, but that's who I want. She'd be like, "Oh, well, hello, Louis. Oh, well, hello, Horace," or whatever. You know, she's very like wide-eyed and like,
"You ain't gonna see me anymore.
Oh, we're 7 minutes late. All aboard." Love her. Love her. Jack, head in a sack.
You're supposed to hit a G in that number.
We shall move from day to day.
Yeah.
We'll never keep the wolves away. Cool. All right. Well, I mean, I you know, Barbara Bryn, that's her name?
Mm-hmm.
Who knew we would be ending the stream talking about Barbara Bryn, but you know, that's
also original cast of Sunday in the Park with George.
Of course.
But you know, she's got to be good to work with if Jim Lapine let her come back.
Oh gosh. Oh,
a lot of repeat casts between those shows.
Yeah, Bernadette,
Kim Crosby's husband, Robert Westenberg.
Oh, I always forget that one.
Danielle Furland.
Wait, she was in the original Sunday in the Park?
Yeah, she's the little girl. She's not on the video, but she's on the album.
I only know the video. I mean, I know the album too.
Because the video was late in the run. Mandy and Bernadette were gone, and they came back for it.
Oh, I did not know that.
Into the Woods also. Joanna was gone. Bernadette was gone. Others.
But that's all the original cast, right? In the video.
I think there's someone in Into the Woods that's a substitution, like Snow White or something you don't care about. You know?
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, speaking of Bernie, taking us out with our song. Love you guys. Go vote, everyone. Go vote. Hopefully, you know, one of these upcoming streams will have a real reason to celebrate. Here we go.
Autumn, winter, next year.
Time heals everything. It's a song. Time heals everything.